one of the other mantras of today is unity and standing with so-and-so and all these different things, and everyone's lining up to be unity, unity, unity. Unity is used by those that fight against God and fight against the Torah and fight against the children of Israel as a way to quash anyone who's pointing out the obvious truth that there is a plan afoot to bring about defeat. And the plan is not merely persons looking to speculating with the future, but a review of the recent past and the long distance past and the review of the current situation. And you see that the clear action, not just the plan, is all about defeat. It's impossible. It's forbidden to unify with a death march to defeat and the creation of a terror state, God forbid. This is forbidden. It is forbidden to unify with this. It's forbidden to stand with this. It's forbidden for a person to wave flags and say he stands with, deferring and abdicating his responsibility to human beings who clearly do not have the will or the competence to defend the lives of the Jewish people and the Arab people in the Holy Land. And in fact, instead, we see that openly they are funding and they are creating terror while flying the flag of the people that are the targets of the terror. They are simultaneously funding the terror, simultaneously training the terror, simultaneously encouraging the creation of more and more advanced and established terror states and terror militaries. This is not something that we could stand with. So people will say that we can't break the unity. But the unity is a myth. Unity is a stupor of failure to be willing to do what's necessary and to say what's necessary. And to willingness to belong, a desire to belong. Unity is the code word for you better belong so that you don't get excluded from the group when, in fact, the group is being led to a disastrous result of tremendous, tremendous danger, which is already has been unfolding with thousands of deaths over the decades, and now thousands of deaths over the weeks. So we have to realize that we do not stand with those that make war with God, that make war against God, don't make war against the Torah, make war against the Jewish people. And the Rebbe screamed the loudest of all against those who sacrifice Jewish lives and sacrifice Arab lives also. That is completely intolerable. And as we said before, it would be better that a non-Jewish people would run the land of Israel today than that it be run the way it is now. So this is what we must say clearly to the world. And we must take action, clear action, to save the lives of the people in the land of Israel and the lives of people everywhere. Now, a lot of people are saying we should say Tehillim, we should say Psalms, we should say prayers. But I want to suggest that all the prayers are important, but the action is even more important. That if every person who's saying Psalms right now would make 2 phone calls to Congress, demanding that no money be given to terrorists and no money to Israel if it will pay any money to terrorists, whether the money that we're giving them from America or any other money goes to terrorists. We will not give money to Israel so long as it funds these terror networks and these terror regimes and these terror armies directly and indirectly. This is what should be done. Because to say prayers while we're funding terror is like praying that the fire should stop while we're paying the arsonists. There's something fundamentally wrong. There's something fundamentally out of kilter about these calls to prayer when at the same time your name and money is being put on checks and transfers of funds to the terrorists. So pray. On the contrary, pray, but pray that you should have the strength to be able to cut off the funding, and pray that your congressman should listen to the call to cut off the funding. And if enough people call, then we're approaching an election year and the congressmen will respond because they should have in mind the best interest of the United States of America. And even those that don't have the best interest of the United States of America first at heart, they are interested in getting reelected. And in this case, the best interest of the United States of America is not to send a single penny to anybody in the Middle East who is either using the money directly for terror or using the money, as the state of Israel is, to funnel it to various side doors and various excuses to fund these terror regimes. So that must be stopped. And that is what it means to be pro-American. That's what it means to be, first and foremost, have an allegiance to the United States of America, is to say no funding to terror anywhere in the world, because not only is that the right thing to do, Al Pi Sheva Mitzvahs B'nai Noach, is not to fund terror, but in addition, it's in the best security interests of the United States of America not to build terror bases and terror armies in this world that have as a goal to attack the United States of America.